Hi, everybody. We're into another one of our Halloween Psychic Fair series of our great psychics. And this one is a little different in gentleman that it comes because he's out in the Philippines. And amazing worker. You've seen his stuff on Facebook, which he's having a battle with, and other sort of things. And so this is Reverend Rolando Comon. Hi, welcome.
Hi, welcome, and I'm so glad to be here at Halloween Psychic Fair, and nice to see you again, Sir Ed.
So let's start out with what are you going to do for the Psychic Fair?
Okay, this Psychic Fair, I will still going to use the tarot card, which is the Vision Quest Tarot. I'm going to do the Dragon Runes, Runic Dragon. It's the alphabet by DJ Conway. We know that DJ Conway is a dragon lover. And then at the same time, I'm going to use also the Filipino method of divination, which is Kilubansa and Tawas. So that's what I'm going to share to the world in order for them to have an insight in their life.
And so, you're doing it over Zoom and you're going to be able to talk to the whole world. That's so exciting part. And if you don't know, Reverend Rolando is a peace warrior and he does work not only in the Philippines, but he's known all over the world for his peace work. But how are you going to do these sort of readings? Well, how is it? Where do you draw that energy from?
Okay, aside from the tarot, everybody knows about tarot cards and about the runes. So I will less talk about that, but I'm going to talk about the Filipino method, which is Kilubansa. So we are using our own writing system. So by that, we know that each symbol has their energies, and we learn that through attunement. No, I attuned that method of divination since 2011, and it works for me, and it works also with other person. So it's not only for divination. I use that also for healthcare, so that they could be guided on how they will do and balancing the elements in their life. Whereas the Tawas method, it's like a pyromancy using fire and paper. Then you capture the smoke from the fire, and it will create an image. And from that image, you can see some form that you are going to interpret. And according to the present situation of the person, of the inquiry or inquiries, so it could be helpful in providing the client guidance in their life.
That's fantastic. And you do a lot of work in there. So where did you come by your skills? I mean, how did you, what is it that gives you, how did you come by your skills?
Actually, some of the skills that I learned, especially on the Western one, I learned it from the Witch School International. That's our Corellian Educational Ministry. Corellian Educational Ministry have helped me a lot, give me a lot of knowledge and skills through their lessons. Then at the same time, I was a graduate also of under the School of Alternative Medicine on healing, and we have part of diagnosis there that I develop also. But naturally, it's because of the love of nature, and probably my grandparent, my lolo grandfather is also a natural born healer, and we have these practices that I adapt and explored, and now I'm embracing it as a work of a healer and doing the divination.
And like, and some of our psychics, both work regular jobs and some of them are full time. You do this type of work all the time. You have a temple and a whole 9 yards, right?
Actually, yeah, I try to have a regular work, Sir Ed. No, I tried to become a customer support on a call center here, but it seems the duty persists. If I even there, I'm still doing the work of a healer. So I decided, okay, I will embrace the full work of a healer, accepting people doing medicine, accepting people for psychic services, and so on. No, and I think this is also a revelation to by the universe to me, that you can use your skill to earn a living, and that's why we give it to you. So I'm embracing it up to now. Although it's not that much, no, it's not that much earning, but we the universe provide, and it does not make me to lack anything, to need more. No, we find ways. Aside from that, we are also magical practitioners, and the goddess love us so much.
And so you can find Rolando at HalloweenPsychics.com. You'll see his beautiful picture, and you can go ahead and click on that and get a reading. And he's doing readings in in the American evenings. But if you're in other countries, Rolando is able to do all sorts of timelines. So you're in the Philippines and seeing this, you could buy a reading in the Philippines or anywhere in the world and have a reading by him. It's very
Yes.
interesting. Huh?
Yes, anywhere in the world you can reach me out, because I'm reaching not only in the United States of America. We have friends also in Canada, in South America, in Chile, in Europe, Spain, Italy, France, and Austria, and even in Australia and Japan. I'm available for you of giving my service to them, everyone.
So now the month of Halloween has begun. Yesterday was the full moon, and tonight I guess it finally crests. So we're in the second day of the full moon. It crests tonight, and then at the end of the month we have a blue moon that we're going to do the great morning ritual with. But we're also going to have a full moon at the end of the month. So this Halloween is bracketed by full moon to full moon, which is an amazing
Mm.
cycle. As everybody knows, you've heard all about my Halloween stuff. But what is it that you love about Halloween?
Actually, the Halloween is a very special moment to me, because on the October 30th, it is the birthday of my mother. And then at the same time, on that day of Halloween, every relative from October 30 up to November 2, everyone in the family is gathering. Aside from the physical gathering of the family, we really feel, for me, the spirits, the veil to the door of the spirits are very real, and we could be able to communicate to one another. So that's how I love, or why I love Halloween too much here. And here we call the Halloween as Undas. In Mexico, if they call the Halloween as Dia del Muerte, in the Philippines we call it Undas. So whatever name that we call it, it's still the doorway to the other world are very thin, and we could interact with that and ask for guidance from them.
And in Western paganism, we call it Samhain.
And
Um,
yeah, in Samhain.
but we also love Halloween as I love Halloween and all the celebration of it, and the Veil of the Dead and things of that nature. So thank you for sharing with us. You can now get a reading this month. It would be a very rare opportunity to get a reading, and I think it's a very different type of style at HalloweenPsychics.com. Check us out at HalloweenPsychicFair.com, and there's going to be so much out there. So I really enjoy that you guys are doing it. Appreciate it. Reverend Rolando Comon, tarot, dragon runes, and much more.
Okay,
And I think
thank
he's the
you,
only
Sir
person.
Ed, for this opportunity to have here at the Halloween Psychic Fair.
Oh, we're grateful to have you. So everybody, check it out. HalloweenPsychicFair.com. Happy, and let me be the first to offer you Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! Seconded.